this video, I'm going to show you the setup if you would like to connect your SK300 live sound card to a mixer. And in this setup, this would be more for recording or karaoke purposes. Without further ado, let's get started. And now let me show you the cords and cables and all the things we will need in this setup. So as you can see on here, I do have this condenser microphone and the dynamic microphone. So at least you can compare if how was it if you are going to use a condenser microphone or a dynamic microphone or even both. So that's why we do have two XLR cable on here. So let's connect them right away. Okay, so let's connect one to this condenser microphone. Okay, of course, one end goes there and this one goes here, and then another XLR cable, and of course let's connect it to the next one here, and then let's connect this to this dynamic microphone. And now on here, and these two cables on here, you do not need to have both of them, but if you have both of them would be great, because if you want to connect your background music to here and you do not want to connect it through this SK300 sound card, then that is possible. Okay, I'll show that to you later. Okay, first let me show you using this cord here. So this is the cord we will use to connect to this SK300 live sound card. This cord here we will use to connect from the mixer to the SK300 live sound card. So as you can see, it is RCA to 3.5mm TRS. So the red and white here, we will connect it to here, to the one that says rec out. Just simply red to red and white to white. And then the other cord, the 3.5mm, we will connect it here. You just have to select mic 1 or mic 2. Let's connect it to the one that says mic 1. And of course, if you're doing a recording, you can connect a headset or an earphone. So I'm just going to connect it over here to the one that says headset. And for karaoke purposes, you can connect a speaker through here. So the one that says speaker port over there. But we will not be connecting a speaker in this setup. What I will be doing is I am going to record whatever I'm doing on here into this device, so that once I've finished all this video, I am going to sync the audio only from this recorded video on here plus this video that I'm taking right now. So again, audio from this one, from the recorded audio video from here, so only the audio I'm going to use plus the video I am taking right now, so that as I am doing whatever I'm doing, you can hear the actual audio coming out from this recording. Okay, and for that we will use this one here. So this is 3.5mm TRRS, the one that has 3 lines. This normally comes when you purchase this SK300 live sound card. So we will connect it to one port on here. So you just select 1, 2, or 3. So let's select live 1. And then we will connect the other end to here, and we will need this lightning audio adapter because this device or this iPhone doesn't have an audio jack over there. But again, if you are going to use let's say if you are using an Android device that has a audio jack up there or down there, then you don't need this lightning audio adapter, or maybe adapter, the Type-C adapter. Okay, let's connect this one now on here. Okay, and as I mentioned earlier, this is for recording setup or karaoke setup. So this device here, this iPad, we will use as our source for background music or karaoke song. And for that, we will use this one again. So TRRS, the one that has 3 lines. And by the way, to connect the background music, you have lots of options. So you can either connect this one to here, connect the background music directly to this sound card using this TRRS, or you can connect also this one to here, or you can connect also this background music using Bluetooth connected to here. So let's just do it one at a time. So first let's connect it with a cord, with this TRRS cord. So for sure we will have to connect it on here, the one that says accompaniment. So let's connect one end there, and the source of your background music, just locate the headphone port or jack on that one, and pretty much in this iPad is just over here. So let's connect it. And now that we're all set, we can now turn on this SK300 live sound card. Just hold 2 to 3 seconds. And on this device on here, I will be using the built-in camera on here. So just camera and video. Okay, there you go. And of course, let's turn on also this mixer. And as to my settings on here, so it's up to you, whatever is your preferred settings. So the mic is more of a treble and the low is more of a bass. And then the mid is, it's up to you to play around what is the effect of that to your voice. So the voice changer you do not need. If you want to do it, of course, feel free to use it. But for recording purposes, I don't think you need this one. But if it's for other purpose that you need a voice changer, then you can use that also. And then the Dutch, I will not be using it because Dutch is more of, let's say, if you are doing a live streaming or something that you need a background music while talking, then you can use this one. Okay, and so this is for the monitor volume. Okay, I'm just gonna set it as maybe at about 10 o'clock. And then so the high there is about 1 o'clock, and then I'm just gonna put or set to this bass to 0, and then my Mac volume, maybe I'll set it at 3 o'clock. Okay, and okay, let's now hit record from here. So the number one microphone on here is the condenser microphone, and then the number 2 microphone here that I connected is the dynamic microphone. Okay, so now let me put my headset. Okay, so now I am using this condenser microphone. Maybe I'm gonna lower the volume from here because it's super loud. Okay, there it is. So whatever you're hearing right now, that is now the audio using this condenser microphone. So if you do not want lots of effects, so you can control the effects from here. Of course, so the number 1 right there, and also you can control it from here. Let's say if you do not want lots of reverb, then turn this to the left, so something like that. Sound check, testing 1, 2. Let's say, for example, we turn it up to 0. Okay, so this is now at 0. You still have that little bit of reverb because this one here from the mixer, it has effect. So if we're going to turn the one that says effect return, sound check, testing 1, 2, then your voice will be flat with no echo and no reverb. So let's put it back on here. And again, let's put effects on this one here. Okay, there you go. Maybe let's set it at noon or 12 o'clock. Sound check, testing 1, 2. And of course, for recording purposes or karaoke purposes, your options are this one here, KTV, concert, studio, or MC. And just so you know, if the reverb volume knob here is at 0, okay, let's do it like that. Okay, so it's now at 0. And if you select KTV, so this is KTV and concert and studio and MC. So as you notice, there won't be no effect really because your reverb here is at 0. So this is a different kind of sound card, and like other sound card, if you select KTV, there is effect right away, but this one is different. So in this type of sound card, you have to put some reverb on it. So let's say at 12 o'clock, and then you can select which one on here. So which mode of your vocal tone you want to use. Okay, now let's select KTV. Okay, sound check. So this is the KTV tone. And then the concert sounds like that, sound check. And then the studio sounds like that. So as you notice, studio has more gain on it. And MC sounds like this. So if you notice, if you do not want lots of reverb, just a little bit, then use MC. But if you want more gain to your vocals, then use studio. So studio sounds like that. Now if you want a little more reverb than MC, but not so much, then select concert. So concert sounds like that. Now if you want lots of reverb and echo, then select KTV. KTV sound check. So this is the KTV. And plus, you can still control whatever you select on here. You can still control the reverb from here. So something like that. Sound check. Testing 1, 2. So this is just a sample. Let's say if the maximum reverb on here is being used. So that is KTV, and this is This is concert, this is concert, and this is studio, studio, and this is MC, MC. So again, that is your option if you want to, let's say you want to use the maximum reverb on this sound card. Okay, and so for example, if you are not recording for, let's say, singing purposes without a reverb, then you can select original. So if you select original, your voice will be flat without reverb or echo unless you put effects from this mixer. Because if you put effects from this mixer, even if you select original on there, your vocals will still have that effects. Okay, so let's turn this up on here. Sound check, testing 1 2. So there you go. As you notice, you can put effects to your vocals, even if you select the original on here, because there is also effect that you can use from this mixer. Now, let me show you quickly my setup on here. So the gain is maybe, it looks like at 8 o'clock, and then the comp is at 10, or compressor is about 10 o'clock, and then the high is about, maybe I'll set it at 1 o'clock, and then the mid is at 12 o'clock, the low is at 12 o'clock, effects is at 12 o'clock, pan is at 12 o'clock. And so by using this mixer with this sound card, the volume control, you can control the volume of your microphone from here or from this sound card. So let's say, for example, I want it more louder, then I can control it from here. So sound check, testing like that. And also you can control the mic volume from here. So as you notice, I did not set it up yet up to the max. So you can turn it up some more right there, or from here, from this mixer. Okay, so now as you remember, I connected the background music with a cord connected to this SK Live sound card under the accompaniment. The volume control of that background music, because it is connected to here directly, is over here. So accompaniment volume slider is just over here. And also you can control from this source. So wherever is that background music source, you can control the volume from there and from here, the one that says accompaniment. Okay, let's play this one and test how loud it is. Okay, so now you won't hear it because, as you notice on here, the accompaniment volume is at 0. Now let's turn it up. There you go. Okay, so if it's not loud enough for you, you can control it from this source. Okay, let's turn it up a little bit more from here. Okay, so something like that. Okay, so let's give it a little sample. And let's select concert. Okay, so concert is selected. Let me just move it back here. Okay. Sa dughan mo hinmawara, akong gintitipigan an imo mga saad. Kay bisan undangatan di kita magbubulag. Okay, let's pause it this time. Okay, there you go. So that would be the output if you want same setting as this one. And now let's try using the dynamic microphone. What I will do is I'm going to turn the volume to 0 on here because it will still pick up my voice even if it's far away from here. So something like that. Okay, I'm going to lower the volume from here. Sound check, testing 1 2. Okay, so now I am currently using the dynamic microphone, and again, this condenser microphone, the volume is at 0, so it's not gonna do anything, even if I'll try it. Okay, so nothing. Okay, so again, this is now the audio if you are going to use a dynamic microphone. My settings on here, so I just changed a little bit the settings on here because using a dynamic microphone is not as loud as the condenser microphone. If I'm going to use the same settings with this condenser microphone, the volume of this dynamic microphone will be lower. Okay, let me show you. I will copy everything. Okay, so this is now this is the audio if I am going to use the same settings with the earlier one that I tested with a condenser microphone. So that's why I have to change the settings on here, because this is a dynamic microphone. This is not as powerful as the condenser microphone. That's why I changed my gain to 12 o'clock so you can hear me better. Sound check, testing 1, 2. So the rest could be the same, but the gain I have turned it up to 12 o'clock. Sound check, testing 1, 2. And the settings here on the sound card are pretty much the same thing. Okay, now let's give it a sample again using this background music. But this time what I will do is I am going to connect the background music to here using Bluetooth, so less wire to connect. Okay, I'm going to remove this one now. Okay, I'll remove that cord. Now to connect the background music from here to here wirelessly, then connect them using Bluetooth, so less wire to connect, like this one that we removed. So from here, make sure Bluetooth is turned on, and then you just locate this one on here. Okay, so if it doesn't show yet on here, so just turn off and turn on. Okay, so I think this is the one that says SBE_K300. So let's tap that. There you go. So it's now connected. Let's go back to the YouTube song that we're playing earlier. Okay, let's play this one. And to give you a heads up, so again, this is now connected using Bluetooth from this source, from this iPad or this source to this K300 live sound card. So same as earlier, the volume control of that background music is from here, the one that says accompaniment, and from here. So let's check the volume here. Okay, so it looks like it's almost at the max. Okay, maybe there. Okay, let's try playing this one. Okay, there you go. So now, if you are happy with that, or if you want also more mic from here, mic volume, so it's up to you. Okay, so now let's do a little sample. So again, all settings here are pretty much the same. This time, let's maybe use the studio. Let's try. Sound check, testing 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now I am using studio tone on here, or mode. Okay, and now let's give it a sample again. It. Okay, there you go. So again, that is going to be the audio output if you are going to select the studio from here, and if the settings is something like this. Okay, and now let me show you if in case you want to connect your background music to the mixer, not to this sound card. So what I will do, I'm going to turn off the Bluetooth on here. Okay, so now the Bluetooth is turned off. Even if I play this one, we will not hear that. The audio is going to be from here. Okay, so let's pause it. So what we will do is we will use this other cord on here. You can actually interchange them. Okay, so let's use this cord here. Okay, so let's connect this 3.5 mm to the headphone port of this iPad. And then the other two ends, and this is the TS 6.35 mm. I will connect this one to the one that says 7/8. So just something like that. Okay, so now this background music is connected to the mixer and not to this SK Live sound card. So let's try playing this one. Okay, so we can hear it now, so same as earlier, but this time I wanted to emphasize that even if I'm playing it over here, and even if the accompaniment here is at 0, you still have the audio, or you can still hear that, because the background music is no longer connected to this SK Live sound card, and it is now connected to this mixer. So the volume control this time is from here. So the one that says 7/8. So it says here 7/8. You can control it from here. So turn it up, something like that. Or you can also turn it up from here. So something like that. Turn it up or down. Okay, so it's up to you, whichever you prefer. It's either you connect it to here, as long as you have this kind of cord, then you can do that also. Okay, so let's pause this one. Okay, so now let's use again the condenser microphone. So I am going to turn the volume here, this dynamic microphone, to 0. Sound check, testing, 1, 2. Now I am using again this condenser microphone. So this time what I will do is I'm going to show you using this cord this time to connect to this sound card. So what we will do is we will just simply remove this one here. So let's remove this. As I showed you earlier, this cord, this one is connected to here, to the microphone. So I'm going to remove it this time. And instead, I'm going to use this cord. So I am going to connect this one here. So I'll remove it also from here. So this one, I will use this now. So 3.5 mm, I'm going to connect it to here, mic 1 or mic 2. So let's connect mic 2, connect to mic 2. And then these two cords here, so TS mono 6.35 mm, I'm going to connect this one here to the one that says stereo out. Sound check, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now in this setup, as you can see, I used the other cord, the 6.35 mm to 3.5 mm, and I connected the other end to here, to the one that says mic, and then from here, the one that says stereo out, and you can hear that again. Sound check, testing, 1, 2. As you can see, the microphone is far away from me, and you could hear me clearly, but because that is the condenser microphone. It's so sensitive, and even if it's far away from you, it can pick up your voice. So what you can do, if you do not want your vocals or your microphone to be too loud, you can just control it from here. So lower it from there, or you can lower it from here also, from this sound card, the one that says mic volume. Now let's try playing again this music using Bluetooth. So let's just turn on the Bluetooth on here, because we connected it already earlier. Okay, now that it's solid, so this must be connected again. Let's play this one. And again, since it's connected over here, by using Bluetooth, we'll make sure to turn this volume slider up. There you go, so it's back again. Okay, so now you can do what you want, record or do a song cover if you wanted this setup. And now let me show you. Okay, let's pause this one here. Okay, and now let me show you using again a cord. So this time, the cord that we used earlier, so the one that we removed, you can also use this one to connect your background music to this mixer. So this one here, so the 3.5 mm to RCA. So what we will do, same as earlier, we will connect this one here, the one that has two lines, the TRS, the 3.5 mm, to here. So same, we will connect it to the one, to the headphone port of this source or iPad. And the other end, let's connect to here. So this time, not the big one here, so the one just up over there. The RCA, again, it's under 7/8. So white to white and red to red. Okay, so in this setup, the volume control of your background music is no longer from here. It's now from here. Okay, let's play this one again. There you go. Okay, it's very loud. So even if... okay, so even if this one is at 0, you can still hear this one. Okay, there you go. Okay, sound check, testing, 1, 2. Ayagot pagsakita, yan ay ang paglingkuan. Paghiruti pa mi sa dughan mo, kinmawalan. Okay, there you go. So that is another setup, or another way if you want to connect this background music directly to this mixer. And now let me show you if it is possible to use both microphone, the condenser microphone and the dynamic microphone. So as you can see, the Phantom 48 volt here is still turned on. That is because I'm using this one. If this is turned off, there won't be no vocals will be recorded from this condenser microphone. Okay, so now I'm gonna put some volume now to this dynamic microphone so you can see if this works as well at the same time. Okay, there you go. I am currently using now the dynamic microphone, and this is now the condenser microphone. Sound check, testing 1 2 1 2 3 4, sound check. Okay, so let's do again a little sample. Okay, using both the microphone. Okay, let's play this one. Okay, so let me do a little sample again. Ang imo kasing-kasing ibutang sintuhay, ayagat pagsakita nga naayaw paglinguan, paghirot ibangin sa dughan mo hinmawara. Kung hintitipigan ang imo mga saan, kahit anong dangatan di kita magbubulag. Saan nga waray lain, gugma magpapabiling. Okay, there you go. So let's pause it now. So as you notice, you can use both the microphone. So however many microphone ports on here, that's how many microphone you can connect to this mixer. So that is the advantage. This is the advantage if you have a mixer that has lots of ports here for connecting a microphone, because you can maybe, if lots of you are recording a song, let's say some backup, then it is possible to do that.
And that's all I can share for today. Thanks again, guys, for watching. And if you like this type of videos, please give it a like and consider subscribing if you want to see more of this type of videos. And also hit the notification bell so you are always updated for all the upcoming videos I will be posting. Keep safe, and until next time.